It was chilly someplace today. Well, you're not feeling good too. Okay.
What's the next beer? Dogfish. Flush. All right, here we go. Let's bring this back. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, our next beer before we get into our horror movies is from Dogfish Head out of Belleville. This is the Fresh Blood IPA. Flesh and Blood IPA. Oh, flesh and blood, not just fresh blood. This beer I had in Baltimore when I was there on tap. This one is out of a can. So this was the best beer I had over there. Jessica agreed. I'm excited for you guys to be able to try this one. It is a delicious fruit-ish IPA. It's got an amazing red hue to it. You definitely see where it gets that flesh and blood name. What's it say? Well hopped IPA brewed with orange peel, lemon flesh, and blood orange juice. Apparently, this is one of the first to experiment with a fruit infused IPA. Oh, okay. 7.5%, I think, is what this bad boy sits at. Yes, sir. Cool. What do we have on Untappd? Yeah, so Untappd reads this at 7.5% ABV. Like you mentioned, 45 IBUs is a 3.81 average rating. It's got 196,000 total check-ins, 147,000 unique check-ins, and 2,179 just this month. It was added a couple of years ago. Damn. God, that's a tasty beverage. You know, we've had some Dogfish Head on here before, and I'm just so goddamn happy that it's come to Idaho. We wanted this for so long. So long. Can you imagine if it was disappointing, how bad we wanted it, how much we look up to that. Well, I look up to Sam Galvin. Oh, hands down, he's my favorite craft beer personality that I know of. So glad we weren't late. Me too. This beer. That rating is upsetting. It is upsetting. It's fantastic. Let's see. We've even done a few one-offs on Dogfish Head. I know Vic and I on National Record Day dropped their barrel-aged Bitches Brew, inspired by Miles Davis's album Bitches Brew, and then I did one on the Palo Santo Merlot Imperial Brown Ale. Also pretty good. What do you think?
Love the way it smells. Love the way it smells. The way it tastes, the mouth feel, the way it lingers, the way it hits your tongue, it's fucking perfect.
It's sexy, right? A little sexual. Say this beer kind of gives me a bummer.
But I can feel it.
Yeah, just knock on the table.
It's right on the knee. Yeah, it's amazing. You said you're crossing me too.
That's why we only can't run above the table. I'm gonna give this a 4.75.
God
I love this beer. It's I think about $10.99 a six pack. So it's a few dollars more, but it's just so much better. You really get
$10.99 that's pretty affordable.
It's not bad. I usually spend $8.99 on a six pack, so it's only like $2 more. Even if it was 3 or 4, I'd probably still go with it. What's it say on the what's the paragraph?
we read that on the
Yeah, Untapped has a flesh and blood together with a ton of real citrus, including lemon, flesh, and blood orange juice. Hence the name. Plus orange and lemon peel. Then the brewers began searching for the perfect combination of hops to perfectly complement the citrus flavors.
That's it. This is a really smooth IPA. It's one of those ones that get smoother and smoother every time you drink it. I don't think most people would even guess this was an IPA if you just gave it to them.
Yeah.
It's certainly one of my. Ooh, what's it says? You pair it with, or cheese pairing is aged cheddar. Food pairing, jerk chicken, pineapple upside down cake, and
Ceviche. Ceviche.
what's that word?
Sorry.
Cabbage? Cabbage. I'm so cultured.
Oh, you don't cabbage. God damn. It's okay. You're good. You're good, buddy.
What do you guys rate this?
You want to go for it, Jack? Yeah, man, I'm gonna do a 4-5. This is fantastic, man. I'm once again never disappointed from Dogfish Head. This is a great beer. Love the lemon. Love the blood orange. It's a great pairing. 4.25.
Yeah, all over fours. Man, this is one of the highest group rated beers we've had.
Easily.
I love that it's picked it up at Brewers Haven down the street. It seems like they have this one on. If you're in Idaho, the co-op, I think usually has it on too. So
On tap? Or?
it's Sixers.
Okay.
Sixers of them. I don't know. I don't know anywhere that has it on tap yet. If you know, please let me know.
I know there are some places that do because I've seen some.
Well, I know when they did when they first came, a lot of people had it on tap as like tap takeover or something. But
We're still fishing kicks. That
right, you can get it you might be able to get it at a Growler Guys or a Cope and Ross. I'm not sure. They usually have kind of bigger selections if you want it on draft. But if you go to a place with a classier beer selection like a Brewers Haven or Co-op or maybe a super duper fancy Albertsons, you might find the flesh and blood. Usually you're just going to find the 60 and 90 minute IPA. But Brewers Haven, you can get every single one. That's it.
they have Brewers Haven.
They have like 7 of them.
It's like. You
Thanks,
would
Dad.
know.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let's talk about some of our favorite horror movies and franchises, and maybe even least favorite ones. If you guys want to get on something, okay. But it's Halloween. It's October. Probably the best time of year to watch horror movies, or suspense movies, or thriller movies, or whatever you're into.
It's the season.
Yeah.
It's the season to the valley. So, and what is this again? We're going over some of our favorite ones, some of our least favorite ones,
Whatever you want.
whatever. Okay,
I'd say maybe a little bit of both.
a little bit of both, huh?
Yeah.
Not any shitty ones. Actually, I probably do, but I choose not to think of that. But
Yeah, I could name probably way more shitty ones than good ones.
probably. But the ones that start us out, then
Oh, okay, I suppose.
it is kind of his jam.
Hey guys, it's Paula. I was told to talk. So I'm gonna do. One of my favorite horror movies is The Shining.
Oh.
Good choice. Here's Johnny.
Solid choice, man.
And this movie creeped me out when I was a child, and it still kind of, it still creeps me out as an adult. It's like, okay, you're gonna burp?
No.
Okay,
Don't worry about
I'm looking at Jerry.
Huh.
The movie itself is just stupid fucking creepy. The kids themselves, so you got Danny, who's the main son, and you'll remember because he goes,
it. Oh, yeah. Dude, still haunting to this day.
And then you got the little fucking twins come play with this Danny in the fucking hallway. I mean, those are just iconic scenes.
The face through the door with the, here's Johnny. The frozen scene at the end of him on there, like. And what's the poor woman's name in there, man? Stanley
Oh my God,
Kubrick
yeah,
drove
he
her
was-
like legit. He's a motherfucker.
He's a pretty big cocker.
He's just a cock in general. Like, he is one of the greatest directors on earth, but what he made his actors go through, like, he deserves all the dick kicks.
All the dick kicks.
He's a motherfucker.
Just a coxswain.
Real cops.
He's a cop. He's a cop.
But not in the good way. Not a respectable cops.
They're respectable cops. He's not one.
Yeah, but with the movie itself, you see Jack Nicholson become crazy, and then as you watch it, in my opinion, you feel like you're going crazy with it.
I like that.
That's cool, man. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
You've never seen that show? I give you, it's like 2 days long.
Oh, right. It is a long fucking movie.
But that's my take, and I think everyone should watch The Shining at least once in their life
Mhm.
because it probably might fuck you.
Right.
No, that's fair. I plan to. It's one of those movies I never got around to. I gotta get there.
Well, it's great because it's one of the few older movies. I would almost say one of two older movies that actually still hold up. Because in general, I love like 80s slasher campy horror movies. Like the Halloween movie franchise is maybe my favorite franchise, but like none of those movies hold up. I'm super excited for them. The first one I think maybe would still scare you, but if you've seen any slasher movies since then, the plots are so rehashed that you probably see it. Not quite as scary. It was groundbreaking. You guys know that Mike Myers' mask is a Japanese mask.
I didn't know that. Was pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting. I love I don't know, like I said, I love the Friday the 13th series, especially the first two. Then again, this one down. Love Nightmare on Elm Street. That was one of the more groundbreaking horror movies, I think, too. But none of them really hold up. But the other one that does, fucking Poltergeist.
Oh my God.
So that movie is great. Like it's super well acted. It is a haunted movie on top of it too. So like the little girl from the movie died tragically. The older sister from it. In the second movie, there was one scene where she was supposed to get tormented and get like look beat up, but she got like the legit shit kicked out of her by her boyfriend, so they didn't even have to put makeup on her. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll use your domestic violence.
Jesus.
And then he beat her to death, like real life. Like there's some sick shit behind this movie, but it's still great. It's still terrifying. It's again got some iconic scenes like the little girl in front of the TV with the static. That's probably. There's one on Creed. Also maybe this night.
You know, support the guys. I can't watch it anymore because Family Guy ruined it for me.
Right. Oh, that's true. And then fucking American Dad did a whole bit on it too, where Ron was like the whole Exorcist lady. Yeah. So I guess Seth MacFarlane just has a thing for Poltergeist too. I used to have a shirt that had that scene of the little girl in the movie or in front of the TV.
Well, that's a classic scene again.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh man, so horror movies are not my jam, but I'm gonna go with the most recent one that I saw, and actually it was the most recent one, probably a year ago that I watched this. It was a movie like the Conjuring series, Annabelle, about the doll. That movie legitimately creeped me the fuck out. So basically, this movie is about like this couple. They're in a house, and this guy wants to do something nice for his wife, so he buys her this doll. She's super into like weird, like Victorian style dolls. Their house gets broken into eventually, and then these people put some fucking curse on this doll, and this doll starts fucking shit up. It's cursed. It's creepy as fuck. Like
Dolls are creepy.
I have goosebumps right now just thinking about the scenes in that movie.
I haven't seen that one.
I watched it in the middle of the day.
I have seen The Conjuring, just the first one. Not bad. I also think it's interesting that Patrick Wilson is like becoming. This seems like the foremost name in horror. There's a shit ton of them.
Doesn't it come that from the Insidious series?
Are they the same? But I know he's close. And a few of them.
Yes. That's how I know.
He also played.
And Hard Candy.
And he played pedophile. So,
Hard Candy.
is that hard candy? Okay.
You notice there's a theme here. You got
Like Children of the Corn. That was super creepy. I remember watching that. But again, I think I watched it when I was like 25 or something. It was like, fucking stuff.
but as a kid, it terrified me.
What still creeps me out to this day is Pet Cemetery.
I was going to be the next one. I was going to say, speaking of, that one is still creepy. Too.
Hell yeah.
I watched that as a kid. I've not revisited it, so I'm very curious. to see
They've made a few remakes of it too, and they've never quite held up. And I think I heard somewhere that they're even in the works of doing another Pet Sematary.
That's what I heard as well.
Really? So I'm not just making that up.
Yeah. They might be back to
What was the first horror movie you guys remember watching? For me, it was Night of the Living Dead, the old black and white one, and that movie fucked me up, dude. I remember being young, like 6, 7 years old. Fucking gave me a legitimate, terrifying fear of zombies. In cemeteries, it's just so unrealistic. I'm glad I since got over it. But it was like a real thing for way too long in my life. That movie. Thank you, Barbara. And I still love how it's like in Shaun of the Dead, how they parody that because his mom's name's Barbara. And when they go, "We're coming to get you, Barbara," it was because of that movie. I love it so much.
I think for me, if I think far enough back, it was the Freddy Krueger series. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really? Oh, that's way more
And
scary.
I had an issue with that because it fucked me up. Because I was held against my will. I wasn't allowed to watch that. I was forcefully made to watch that movie by my older brother.
Wait, just say yeah, it's totally an older sibling move.
Yeah. Nope, I have not revisited that series until still to this day. So I don't. Probably why I don't like horror movies as a whole, because you have to always watch it.
Right. I like it.
I'm the Freddy Krueger series. Man, I'm talking to these girls.
Yeah, when you're 5, it's
Well,
different.
so many. Right. Well, that's exactly why that's not him. It's only first refused. But yeah, same thing, dude. That's why, it's so afraid to sit cemeteries and stuff. So I was like 5 when I watched it.
Someone's gotta they gotta work you through that as
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah, these are kids' movies.
No.
I grew up on horror movies. I'm on a lot, so yeah. I wasn't forced to watch it, but yeah, I couldn't watch it. There's only one goddamn TV in the whole goddamn house.
Mom gets what mama wants.
But my actual first horror movie was with my brother, and kind of like in a Vic's situation. I didn't have a choice. I had to watch it. It was The Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
that first one.
dude, it's
Yeah.
still creepy. Like you can tell it's not CGI. The animatronics are a little cheesy and stuff in it, but I remember I watched that not too long ago before the remake of it, just so I could get a fresh comparison. Because I like to do that sometimes. The remake wasn't fucking bad either.
No, it was really good. It was really good.
It's still also pretty creepy. Yeah. I'm also super bummed Ash vs. Evil Dead got fucked. Great. Great. Man.
I did want to talk about the movie that we and you did bring it up.
Mhm.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead? Yeah.
Because that movie's classic.
So good. It is so good. And, parts of it are kind of legitimately good, too.
The Stones of Winchester. You got red on your shirt.
And again, it has become one of the more iconic movies of this generation. Yes, super quotable.
What was it? The some electro? Or what do they call it? Like their techno music at the beginning of the movie? When he's getting yelled at by his roommate.
I'm trying to think if it's. Oh, God. And there's so many good actors in that you didn't realize were great at the time.
We should. I totally should.
It's one of the better, and there have been a few movies that do that where they can kind of mix the zombie scares and humor together. And those are some of my more favorite ones too. Like Zombieland does it really well. Oh God, I have another example. It was great. It was funny.
Yeah, well, me with Shaun of the Dead. Overall, it's a buddy movie. I was like, fuck,
Right,
Yeah.
for sure.
Nick Frost is a fucking zombie. He's still playing Xbox.
Still playing video games together.
Some of his brain can comprehend.
Yeah. Muscle memory, man. Muscle memory.
Oh, that is a good one. All right, well, should we rapid fire some honorable mentions?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
What about zombie holidays?
Yeah, those ones actually aren't too bad.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Anything, a lot, yeah, almost anything Rob Zombie. I really want to watch the new Halloween. So bad. Aliens. That's I feel like that should get. We could go real in depth on that. I fucking love the first Alien.
That's a good one.
So,
Classic piece.
one of my ultimate I think they should do a death battle. I'm curious to see who would win. Ripley versus Sarah Connor. The
That's
two
a
most
good battle,
badass ladies from the 80s.
I feel like I should get some movie with that.
Dude.
It's not
I
already.
put my money on Sarah Connor, but no, and that's too. I love the number 23. That's one of my favorite
That's a good
suspense
suspense,
movies.
yeah.
Been a while since I've watched it, but I remember really liking it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the first time I saw him like in a really serious, almost suspenseful role. Like Tom branching out a lot as an actor, and I was like, God damn.
That was kind of one of his first real attempts to branch out, not be a comedian.
Exactly. Yeah, he was just being a fucking tragic soul in that one, which is kind of amazing. That's the kind of movie you can only watch once every so often.
Because it's kind of a mind fuck, dude. It
Mhm.
really is. It makes you just look around and it fucks numbers for so long.
I still look at numbers with a numerology. So
Just for sure, right?
That movie, man. Well, it's a good one. That's a good one.
I really like the way that movie's directed, too. The way it's shot. It's really artistic style movie. I dig that one.
I like it a lot.
And that song, it's like, I want to tear you apart.
She Wants Revenge.
She Wants Revenge.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Jim Carrey personally picked that song for it too. He loved it. He was like, I heard this, Jim, and I think we could really work it in this movie. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
I thought.
Awesome.
Fun fact from Jerry. No, I'm actually not sorry. That was great. We can't really talk about horror movies without giving a tip of the hat to Jaws.
Little tip of the hat and
That made me want to go, not even want to get in bathwater after watching that one. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, one of the most creatively shot movies. There he does that. You hardly see the shark at all. It's all mechanical malfunctions, but it's still super quotable. Every now and then, if there's ever somebody says we need something bigger, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Whatever we make, you know. Yeah,
That source material, man. That was a classic.
and it's genuinely terrifying too. Its level of suspense is still, I think, to this day, unlike anything anybody's ever done. Maybe say Alfred Hitchcock, who was just a great suspense director back in
Psycho, man.
Birds. Yeah, would be terrifying too.
Yeah, birds. Yeah. What you mentioned though, there's this theme that came about as a result of that was don't reveal the antagonist or the shark or the thing that's scary till the third act, very late in the third act too. And that creates so much suspense, so much thrills, and so much just that scariness.
Sometimes too much too, because to our previous point, what were we talking about? Quite often it doesn't look the part. I'm trying to remember what movie it was. It was another one with good old Patrick Wilson, where it was the same thing, this terrifying, horrifying creature that would come along and
Krampus?
No,
not he was.
he wasn't that. A lot of movie was that. It's really bothering. But it had this really intense buildup, and then when you finally see the demon at the end, and I think even in the credits it was lipstick face or something like that. It was fucking. I think it might have been Insidious. Actual. It was laughably bad. I was like, this is what they're fucking scared of, and you try to have this. It really, to me, was just a giant horror would kill. If you got a boner for horror, that would have just been the hardest boner kill of all time. It was naked grandma boner.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad it was. But I think you might be right. It might actually be Insidious. So. We don't have to spend too much time. The build-up sometimes is hard to follow.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is says something about the storytelling. Great job, but you have to make the creature work.
Yeah.
It has to be equally as terrifying.
The other one I can think of like that, which was still, I think, overall a good movie, but Sinister with Ethan Hawke.
That were bad.
The first one, not bad, not great, but they did a really good kind of creepy build up. And then when they did the like, I guess we'll just call it the monster reveal, it was kind of like, huh. Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people said that about the Babadook, and for me, that movie, it wasn't about the monster, the entity. It was the fact that it was.
I thought I heard the Babadook was. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that was kind of actually a creepy.
I love.
Yeah, I would watch that. Is that still on Netflix?
I think so.
I wonder. I'm gonna have to add that to my list.
Stop people who just go. It's a movie. It's so fun. Another movie I like actually is The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Never seen.
God damn, you're right, Paula. Jesus Christ, that was a good one.
So the original Exorcist is. Yeah, that could be another one. Still
I
creepy.
think I rewatched that maybe 7 years ago. And as an adult, it's not as
Really? Okay. I haven't watched it since a child.
The first time I watched that movie, it was during a preview screening because I used to work at a movie theater, and I watched it at midnight on a Thursday night when I was.
Which one are we talking about?
The Exorcism of Emily
Emily
Rose.
Rose. Okay.
I was about 17 at the time. The movie scared the shit out of me. Mostly because I had to pee super bad during the movie. It was about 2 a.m. and I was like, I understand this is a bewitching hour, even at about that age. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't even like, I'm not fucking with it. Like, went there, took a piss, I was legitimately freaked out the whole time. Like, that movie had me.
Did you piss in the theater?
No, I went, the movie theater. But it was just me out there. It was just dark. It was 2 a.m.
Was it like the public? Where did you have? Because I know which theater you worked at. Did you have your own employee bathrooms? Did you have to use the same ones as everyone else?
Same one as
Those are creepy on top of that too. I always thought that about those fucking bathrooms. It's like these things are horror movie bathrooms for
Yeah,
sure.
And I just watched a scene where she was in a hospital-like scenario with very fluorescent lighting, and I was just waiting for shit to just cut out.
They're shimmering.
Yeah.
And it's not a shot on the movie. It's not like it was dirty or anything, but just like the shape of it and the way it was positioned was haunted for sure.
You know, what that particular movie is the sister from Dexter who plays Emily Rose.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Stupid attractive.
Stupid.
And then you get like 8 demons inside of her.
I think she looked like.
Oh yeah.
No?
This is why I'm attracted to you.
I don't know. She did a great job physically in the role.
She's a good actress, though. I will give her that.
Yeah.
Or she literally like bent her body.
The contortion.
Really weird ways.
Yeah.
I can see that with her physically. She's got it.
It's also on White Chicks.
And the realism of that movie was that her particular case was gone into a legal scenario, and they were arguing the merits of legally what had happened to her, and that was freaking
Interesting.
fuck out of the whole, man. And they had some solid arguments in that movie. I was like, okay, this gets a little real. This approaches a realism that I'm uncomfortable with. So I think that added a lot to the horror, the realness aspect.
Interesting. I just thought I wish it would have said this when we talked about funny horror movies. You guys ever watch Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
I like that.
I have not.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny
It's an
too.
adventure.
Oh my god, I just made who directs that one called? Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, thank you. I wanted to say James Gunn talked about him so much on the podcast lately, but I'm like, I know it's not James Gunn, but Joss Whedon, because he does some pretty good horror too. And that was one he did, but yeah, that one, and you can tell like going back, it's definitely Whedon humor. I like Joss Whedon. I'm not mad about it.
I get it.
But yeah, Chris Hemsworth was in it, a few others, but I actually thought that one was pretty good
It was a good choice.
for one of the more recent ones. God, there's so many good horror shows out there too, but I don't really watch any of them. So I just think,
Or
Right.
American Horror Story. I think it's like
everyone. I watched the first 2 seasons of it and I loved it. I just haven't got on to watch more of it. But we'll get there. What do you guys hate about horror movies? Or you got anything else you want to say before we kind of move on? I don't know what we're at. We have no beer. What's happening?
I hate Child's Play.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's overrated for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom used to watch. My mom watched the whole fucking trilogy.
Do you hate it because it's a bad movie, or do you hate it because it actually kind of fucks with
It's fucked with me as a child. Why is it killing people?
The Leprechaun for me is
Oh yeah.
Fuck that piece of shit. I hate it. I think it's a shit, especially when I was like Leprechaun in the Hood. I was like, you can go fuck yourself. That's existed. I don't even get it.
Oh, you didn't like that movie?
No, it's terrible.
Fucking
garbage. No.
I love Warwick Davis too. When I'm
Yeah.
I don't know. The first one, I remember watching it as a kid, thinking it was creepy, but again, I haven't watched it, so
Yeah.
it's one of those ones wondering if that would happen, or Tales from
Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood.
Oh.
Yes.
On Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. What was that? Eddie Murphy? Something in Brooklyn.
Vampire.
That's not a bad vampire movie. Actually, another one that has some good humor.
I rewatched that one actually a few months back. I was like,
Really, I haven't watched that. That's one I haven't watched in a very long time. Let's see. And what I watched recently, I don't know if I shit on this on the last podcast. Hereditary. That movie fucking sucked. Like really bad. It's,
oh, this is the first time I've had that.
oh, okay. I didn't. So I watched it. Finally got around to it. Insanely boring. Just kind of an illogical flow. Like the way it was bad. Everything about it was bad. I've never seen a movie with so many unsympathetic characters. It's like I kind of fucking hope you will.
Okay.
You're just like nothing, almost nothing about that.
Like,
The little girl with the weird face on there. I guess that's a rude thing to say. She has the same disease as Dustin from Stranger Things. I can't remember what it's called. She's actually seems pretty good, and I looked her up, and she seems Millie something. Seems like a genuine sweetheart.
oh,
But everybody I know, like, if you like that movie, I want you to do me a favor. Ball up your fist, put a little curved elbow right on your knee, and then just give it a rapid knee up and punch yourself in the face. Because you suck. Like that.
I like that you pulled me into that one.
Well, they can't because they'll hold back their full body. I'm sitting down, so I feel like that'd be the best.
No, we're recording. You should have an example of this, right?
I'm not gonna punch myself. But yeah, that movie sucked. Like I was so mad because I was kind of excited about it because it got such good reviews. But that's also why you never take a movie review from a film festival series. Best movie at Sundance. All right.
Well, let's be honest.
It's the world's tallest movie. Still
Oh, well, you hold that pride. But let's be honest though, when we all saw the trailer, we were all like,
dude. Well, and that was kind of maybe the problem because every single moment of suspense or intensity or anything good was in it. And then once you saw it, with the way it was, you kind of knew the way it was going to be cut. And it just made that movie, I think, too predictable from that standpoint. And again, all the actors were not necessarily bad in it, but even if they were good, their characters were so terribly unsympathetic and unlikable.
All right.
Yeah, it was the same dude that wrote and produced the movie The Witch, which was also a piece of shit. So I really hope that guy quits getting like fired. Can't remember what his name is. Not gonna look it up. But if I ever see another movie with his name attached to it, I will not watch it.
Good enough.
You guys seen any horror movies yet? Want to poop on them quick?
I mean, I have one coming up. I'm actually doing like sort of a review of video
Oh,
review.
okay.
So yeah, look out for that next week.
Okay. You gonna hold us in suspense until then?
Oh, totally.
What about when you're not
I'm gonna
doing a
poop
video
all the
review?
fuck out of you.
Oh,
the question?
So what about one you're not doing?
Oh, bad movie wise? Oh my god. I feel like I watched like kind of like Jake when you watch a bad movie, you just kind of take it out of your head.
Sure.
I mean, all the good ones always come up. All the great memories you always retain.
Or another one, maybe we have something.
Well, I just recently watched As Above, So Below. It's
Oh,
kind of a take on Dante's Inferno.
I saw. I that was one I kind of wanted to watch. I thought it looked interesting, but it did not get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I will watch. Is it on the flicks?
It is on the Netflix.
Okay,
You didn't like The Descent, though. So
I did not
you
like
this.
that's true. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't like. See, that's the thing. Like, I really appreciate like a super good horror movie, but most horror movies are garbage. Like, I would say 90% of horror movies are shit and just not.
I think you're probably right on that one.
And that's maybe being nice.
Yeah, that's fair.
And sometimes I like watching a bad horror movie. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely a handful of them out there. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Zombie Strippers.
Yes,
God damn.
Zombiever.
Zombievers!
What was it Deathgasm?
Dude, I love those guys.
It's really good, but it's really bad. But it's really good.
Good.
Oh, fuck. Here's one I just thought of. That was a pretty good. Kind of flew under the radar. But The Green Room with Patrick Stewart
Oh, that's a great one, man.
and Anton Yelchin. May he rest in peace. Holy shit, what a good movie. Genuinely terrifying.
Genuinely.
If you have not watched The Green Room, like, watch it.
Solid thriller, man. Like, that's a great movie. It's just a great movie.
Well, and to me, one thing that kind of makes horror movies difficult is the unrealism to it. Like, there's nothing about this movie that it's so far fetched, it's not fooling. You know, I can't be scared of Lipstick Face or whoever it is because in all reality, it's probably never going to happen.
Yep.
You know, we're never going to get a character like Mike Myers, Jason Voorhees, or something like that. This movie, Green Room, is so fucking real. You could put yourself in every single one of these situations. This parts of it are so sudden, they're so brutal. It's like, no, this is very much real,
Mhm.
and it's fucking terrifying.
Well, and I think you hit the nail on the head there. For a movie, for me to be truly terrifying and horrifying, there has to be a reasonable sense of realism to the movie. Like, I have to believe that this can possibly take place in the reality that I currently existed.
Yeah,
And that is a movie where
exactly.
that can happen.
Well, especially
yeah, especially being a color person.
especially being a person of color. Yeah. Even as a white guy, I'm just like, oh.
So, yeah.
It really is. And that's because for me, it's hard. Like, that's why I don't go to haunted houses or anything like that. Because if I know somebody or something's going to try and scare me, I'm on it and it's probably not going to work. Like, there's a great Halloween episode in Bob's Burgers with Louise where she's like unscarable. And we have to go to next level things to try and actually get her out of her comfort. And it's actually a really clever stuff. But I totally empathize with that because if I know you scare me, I'm like, well,
yeah.
And if you don't. But yeah, Green Room. Holy shit, I should have been upset at myself if I made it through the podcast.
Right. Yeah. No, there's a couple other ATMs for me I want to talk about.
Go for it.
Sounds of the Lambs, dude. That, for me, like, this is psychological thriller that just blows my dick away. Even to this day, man, it's a great piece of work.
What about Anthony Hopkins? Terrifying.
Dude, Jodie Foster killed it as well. Like, you get Buffalo Bill, you get that iconic, like, it's the
that's right.
Or else it gets the hose again. Yeah, dude, it's fucking. That's an iconic movie to me.
I'd love to have. I wonder who would win in an old school creep off between Jack Nicholson and
Yeah,
the guy who was Buffalo
I
Bill.
can't remember.
I'm trying. I got the face, but I can't think of the name. And then again, Sir Hannibal Lecter.
Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. Wow, my brain right now.
Yeah, no, that's a solid piece.
What is Buffalo Bill's name? Didn't he reprise his role in Joe Dirt? Same guy.
Was it?
I think it's the same guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I could be wrong on that one, but I think it might be.
Oh,
It's cross universes.
I hope that's true.
oh man. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now to double check. Let's see.
Oh my God, I like how somebody's just, we have brooding psychopath, friendly psychopath. Oh, sometimes character names are so funny.
Who
Just pull Joe Dirt real quick, because that's a much smaller can.
Hmm.
I wish I had my phone. 'Cause
Brittany Dennis, gosh.
she is not really. And I love that she, I fucking love her, and it's always that Philadelphia.
Oh, what
What's
more?
the
Who do we got?
That's the winners.
Buffalo
Brian
Wild
Thompson?
Wings, Brian Thompson. Please tell me it's the same guy. Shao Kahn! That's who played him.
Oh my god.
I don't think it was the same.
I don't think it was the same guy either, actually.
No, it's not.
Not the same guy. Okay. Ah, bummer. I was really hoping that would be the case. Ah, too true.
Oh, well.
Fuck. Before we move on real quick, we're drinking this beer. I've been drinking it and I forgot. We're drinking the Deschutes Blackfeet Porter.
Ooh.
Deschutes is a great beer. This is actually one of the better porters around. I think it's 5.2%, 30 IBUs. The notes of rich chocolate, a luscious creaminess, and a rose finish. Already, this is the better coffee beer between this and the breakfast stout. I like Blackfeet Porter. Pretty yummy. Again, OG craft beer right here. The O's to the G.
Straight up original, man.
I like the smell. Clean, it's simple, it's smooth, it's dark. It's like yourself.
Thank you. It's almost malty, like as if there were some milk added to it. There's no lactose.
I'm not really tasting any lactose in here. I could kind of get some out of the breakfast stout, but this one, no, I'm usually pretty good at tasting that. My body typically recognizes those guys, you know.
You're right. Yeah, it was the aroma that was hitting me initially.
Man, I don't know. I'll make this one quick. This is a good porter. I'm gonna give it a 3.25 quarter. Hawaiian porter. It's a good one to pick up. It's cheap. It's delicious. Reliable.
It's a solid porter. You agree? You go 3,500.
It's not too heavy. It is not a heavy.
No, I can have
and I
several.
enjoy that.
Yeah, several.
It's one of the darker beers that you could actually sip. Like this is actually almost. I've been to some places where you can order a pitcher of this at some bars, and this is definitely one of the more pitcherable dark beers.
Dude, I almost grabbed some bacon. Have you grabbed bacon from this?
I would love to fucking eat some bacon.
But you think about it, like,
Nice, thick, hickory smoked bacon with this bitch.
think about it when you're tasting it. I could grab just like that. Like if bacon were sitting on the like after you just oven baked bacon and
Right.
sitting there, it's been hanging out probably for a couple out, maybe just for a little time afterwards you've done it. It's that smell, it's that taste that kind of inhibits your mouth as a result. That's what I'm gathering from it. Which fucking good.
What do we have on Untapped real quick? Let's kind of make this one pretty quick. Get back to it.
Let us see. So this is rated at a 3.82 on Untapped.
Holy
right now.
shit, 325,000 check-ins,
Mhm.
but only 186,000 ratings.
This month, over 1,300 people have checked this in the last 20 days.
Man, 3.82. I like that rating. I think it's appropriate.
I do as
I
well.
think it's appropriate. What do you think, Paul?
3.2.
Nice.
I have data as the founders,
Oh, okay.
funny enough. But yeah, it's just for me again. It's not my type of beer.
Next to next time.
Oh, you still have this?
Yeah. I
Okay.
like the founders. I like this.
Now immediately the founders kind of smells like soy sauce to me.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
Yeah. It's the mole. Yeah, that's the shoots. I'm gonna change that to 3.5.
For the Deschutes?
Yeah.
A little bit better.
3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is basic coverage.
All right. What? Let's finish up with our horror movies. What other honorable mentions you got, Nick, or Paul?
Another honor gem that I had was something to the effect of The Cell. Have you seen The Cell?
I have not actually.
Whoa.
I know.
Currently on Amazon Prime. The Cell is great. Directed by Tarsem Singh. It's got Vincent D'Onofrio and Jennifer Lopez in it. I think one of the greater movies Jennifer Lopez is in.
I've heard that, dude. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. When was the last time you guys watched it? If it still holds up, I will absolutely watch it.
I watched it 2 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah, Jerry and I did the same.
Did you?
you ready?
Okay.
That's awesome. I wonder if you guys were watching the same.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Okay.
I really do it. I think
Okay.
it still holds up. It's fantastic. Like it's one of those movies I put it on when I was laying in bed and I ended up watching the whole thing. And I was like, and you just really dive into the world of Vincent D'Onofrio. He's the serial killer in this movie, and just the way that they play his role as a sociopath, psychopath, brilliant. And I think it was a precursor to the movie Inception because you get to go into the mind of other individuals and live inside their unconscious, their subconscious as a whole, which blows me away. Like just Jennifer Lopez's character, she's a renowned psychologist, and she goes into these minds to try to get them out of like comas that they're in.
Oh,
Because they have this amazing technology. It looks like a supernatural deal they have.
didn't this movie come out in like 98 or 99 or something like that?
Yeah,
It was like, it's a pretty old movie. Now.
Incredibly nice.
super. Yeah, like
And just visual, like
Stunning.
Christ, yes.
Really?
It's also kind of piercing.
here's
The shit that makes you see. He's a serial killer. He's inside his mind.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
well, you can do anything inside there, and when you can do anything, like nothing's off limits, and they really broke that subject very well.
Huh.
It's incredible. Especially the one with the serial killer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Stop. Yeah, those are mine. The-
I love zombie films, as you guys may know. We haven't really talked about 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later. Those
Those are
days
nice.
later.
There are a lot of
Solid, man.
I really loved Walking Dead to begin with. I still love the comic book. There are a lot of good zombies ones out there. I'm really trying to think of the one, Dean Cain, where he went to Cambodia and got bit by a zombie scorpion and then turned into half zombie, half human, badass like zombie hunter.
But that's just not about like he does, right?
And it was so campy and so terrible, but you know how much I fucking love Dean Cain.
Loved it.
And it was on, I watched it on Hulu, and it was around Halloween when I was specifically looking for zombie movies, like 5 years ago, probably. And then I just saw that it was the face of Dean Cain on there.
I do not know.
I'm just looking at all that.
Rolling. He's good. He's done a lot.
So I'm sure, no, I don't even know if you can find it anymore. It was not, but just some stuff.
Interesting.
And yes, I'm on the zombie train. I mentioned this a couple episodes beforehand. It's the Korean zombie film Train to Busan.
Oh, you did talk about
Overall,
that.
it's not just a good movie. Overall. It's just a good movie. Also, Ravenous.
Oh, yeah, that's another one that's supposed to be really good,
Yeah, I
too.
love that movie. And then I love the remake of The Dumb and the Dead. Right in the Ball.
That's actually, and isn't that the one where all Phil Dunphy's an asshole in it, and it's just so weird because he's like, I've listened to a few interviews with him, and him on Hot Ones is absolutely adorable. What's his real
I thought it was Phil Dunphy.
It's not.
name? It's not his real name, but that man seems like one of the sweetest, most adorable actual human beings. So it was just really weird to see
like going back to that after watching literally anything with Modern Family. Because so to see him as kind of like an asshole bad guy is, it's just strange.
It is very strange. Because he is,
Ty Burrell, that's his name.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just such a lovely man. In that show.
Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't think that counts, but it was kind of creepy at its time, and I love that.
Coraline's creepy.
Coraline's creepy, also great.
Oh, that's great.
Also great. I don't think I have anything else for horror movies. I'm sure I could think of something, but overall, I think that's maybe what I got.
I think that's good, yeah.
I have a lot more, but I broke the seal like
I'm actually right there with you. No last minute thoughts you want to squeak out?
Let's see.
No, I mean about horror movies.
Yeah. You know, it's all about what you love.
It is about what you love. I am really curious. I'd love other people to get at us. If you agreed, if you disagreed, what's your favorite movie? Before we move on or finish up, what was your guys' favorite beer and least favorite beer? My favorite beer was easily the Flesh and Blood from Dr. Smith. It still stands the test of time. Least favorite was the Founders.
I'm sorry.
Finish now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right there with JP actually. Dogfish Head was my favorite beer of the night. And then actually my least favorite beer was the Mazzala Bonita.
Oh, really? The Oktoberfest?
I rated it the lowest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys in the top here. Dogfish Head Flesh and Blood was my favorite. I would say, man, the Founders was probably my least favorite as well. Yeah.
You guys doing anything, reading anything, watching anything?
No, just
Playing
watching
anything?
watching the new CW shows coming out right now. I'm in a couple of seasons of The Flash.
I'm excited. for
Arrow,
this crossover.
Legends is coming out. Very excited about that. Finishing up Supergirl on Netflix, and I'm into the current run of Justice League, The Flash, and Green Lantern right now. So yeah,
Nice.
pretty fantastic.
Nice.
Also, the show Titans. Check out the DC
Oh,
Universe
that's right.
Online.
You've been getting on
That show is fucking great. I'm into that as well.
I'm, I think, 8 or 9 episodes into Daredevil. Just been loving that. So I hope by the time we next meet up here, I'm gonna be finished with that. And also, I think I might check out the Titan one. Want to read some things like we got Maximum Carnage, sitting there, pretty fat Carnage graphic novel. I'm gonna get into both of those. So maybe I'll be done with Carnage and Daredevil by next time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cool. It's October, so I've just been watching horror movies, supernatural movies, just because tis the season.
Tis the season, baby.
And then I've been rewatching Riverdale.
Is that good?
I like Riverdale.
I've read a fuck ton of Archie comics too, and I've heard that's pretty good. So I might have to.
It's pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting. All right. Well, I think it was a good one. Again, if we missed anything, get at us. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all things social medias at Brewnomics. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
I'm Vic.
Cheers.
Run it over.
There's really just about minutes on this stuff.
What is
What about-
your favorite horror movie?
Oh, hey. You asked that?
Give me pop. I can't read that. I do. Oh, Poppy Jeremy. What is your favorite
Oh.
horror movie? What's your Oh shit, we're going here.
Bye. In stream.